Hey there, it's James Taylor here. I was having a great conversation the other day with Sean Brawley. Now, if you don't know Sean Brawley, Sean is one of the world's top performance coaches. He works with elite athletes and business people to help them really achieve incredible things. And we were having this discussion. He just finished a series that he'd been filming for Wilson tennis rackets. And this series was where he interviewed 14 of the world's best tennis players, people like Venus Williams, Roger Federer, the top of the top in their industry. And we were having this discussion. I said, well, what's the thing that they all had in common at that level? And it comes down to this one word, which I kind of describe as gifted. They were all gifted with something, a critical point in their career. Now, often when we hear that word gift or gifted, we think of some child having this precocious talent. They're gifted with this talent. That's not what we're talking about here. No, what all 14 of these great tennis players experienced, they experienced the gift of being injured at a critical point in their career. Often it happened just after they made a major tournament and they'd won some major title, and they would have some injury which took them out of the game for a couple of weeks or a couple of months. And the reason it's described as a gift is for all of these people, they described it as a real life-changing, it was an aha moment for them. Where they went, they couldn't play, so they had to come out and go into a different place, and it caused real soul searching for them. And the thing that allowed them to connect with the game was why they do what they do. For the tennis players, it made them kind of go back and say, what was that initial love that I had of this game? And reconnect with that. Now, I've had the good fortune of working and coaching and helping some of the world's kind of top folks in business, in the arts and the creative industries. And what's fascinating is many of them will describe the same thing that happens, the same experience of being gifted. That can be because maybe they've had a first business that's done very well and then it's crashed and burned. Or they've released the album to great acclaim and then the second album just absolutely flops and they feel, what's it all about? But what it's allowed them all to do is to stop and take inventory and reconnect and ask themselves, why did I get into this in the first place? What was that love that I had for this thing? To pick up that paintbrush, to write, to create music, to design things, to build businesses, to become a tennis, to play tennis, whatever the thing is. It allowed them to connect with almost that beginner's mind again. That's when Sean was talking to me about this idea of them being gifted. This is what we were talking about. So I don't want any injury to befall you, but maybe think about this just now for yourself. Is it time to think about reconnecting with that love, that initial love, that feeling that that you feel when you're doing your best, that sensation of flow, that flow state we sometimes experience? What was the thing that made you get into the thing that you do for the first time? What was that sensation? Try and reconnect with that, see what that does for your craft and your art. Thanks for watching. Did you enjoy that video? If so, there's 3 things that you can do so we can continue the journey together. The first is to click on the button to subscribe to this channel to get more amazing creativity videos like this. The second is you can get my free book on creativity by just clicking on the image here. And the third thing you can do is watch other videos in this series. Thanks for watching.